Hi, I'm David Cruddy. I'm the Senior Product Specialist for Cable Accessories for Hubble Power Systems. I'd like to talk about 15 kV load break elbow, proper installation and application. I'd like to first show the connectors that go into these elbows. Here's a representative sampling of our connector and our two competitors, and as you can see, the barrel OD length and the flats machined onto the connector are all within millimeters of each other. The load break elbow has three components: an outer jacket, a conductive insert, and an insulation in between. The conductive insert is used to perform two major functions. One, it holds the elbow locked onto the insert or whatever other mating product that it's used with. The other function is to shadow shield or build a Faraday cage around the connector. I've prepared a cable I've crimped a lug on and stripped it down according to directions, but what I haven't done is beveled the edge of the insulation. The installation instructions say to lubricate this with a thin film over the entire surface and also to lubricate the bore of the elbow. As the cable is inserted into the housing, you're going to meet with some resistance as the insulation of the cable is pushed further into the housing, and then you will meet more resistance as the insulation meets the conductive insert of the housing. Without proper lubrication, the assembly forces will be greatly increased. I have here a cable that, again, is properly prepared with the exception of a bevel on the end. And I've not lubricated the cable nor the housing. This housing is sized for this cable. As you try to assemble it, you're met with a great deal of resistance because the rubber is not sliding on any lubricant. I'm now going to lubricate the elbow and try it again. Proper application of lubricant is to apply a thin film across the entire surface of the cable insulation. There's no need to put it onto the contact, but you definitely want to make sure that the entire insulation is coated with a thin film. Also, you want to apply some lubricant to the inside or bore of the housing. Now we'll try assembly again, and this time with lubricant there is less resistance, but it's still more difficult because that lubricant has been pushed or snowplowed off of the end of the cable. We recommend that the end of the insulation is beveled no more than 1/8 of an inch back on approximately a 45-degree angle. We've now beveled the end of the insulation and we will relubricate and assemble it again. Going to install the elbow onto the cable with a slight back and forth twisting motion. As you can see, the elbow slides on a lot easier, and you will continue until the spade contact aligns with the elbow. The next step would be to assemble the load break probe. In order to keep the follower material clean, you may want to just remove the plastic from the base. Hand tighten it in approximately 8 turns. Then, using the pin wrench supplied or an approved tool, insert and twist the wrench until the wrench yields, signifying that proper torque has been applied to the probe. Here is the assembly in the cutaway elbow so that you can see how the insulation of the cable is inside the conductive insert. The probe is aligned and properly torqued to the copper top contact. And then the last operation would be to assemble the elbow onto the bushing and then fully seat it until the locking ridge here and the locking ring there engages and locks the elbow in place.